Welcome to the show. It's Real Talk with the Sixth Man. I'm your host, the Sixth Man. This podcast is uncut, unscripted, and we talk about a wide range of topics. Black entrepreneurship, social injustice, education, finances, the family dynamic, Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, and mental health, along with many more. It's a Real Talk podcast to empower, educate, encourage, uplift, and inspire, and to allow others to be better than they were yesterday. So look, man, it's Friday. I figured I'd bring y'all something slick, off the cuff, Got my man, he's from South Florida. And as y'all know, I always meet people, run into genuine people that's just, regular folk, right? And I think one of the things that we don't talk about enough on the platform is we don't congratulate or we don't talk about the good things in regards to being in a relationship. Like, we don't really talk about, the good things. So my man is married. I'm not. As y'all know, I've been divorced now since 2016, but I am with somebody, right? And so I think it's still a difference, though. Like, being in a relationship and being married, I think the title marriage kind of makes it a little different, right? So in your estimate, right, in your mind, like, what are some things that you look at that you reflect back now on being a single man, and you think about things that now being married, like, what are things that you really reference and that you really like about being married? Like, what are some things that, like, when you were single, you did your single thing, man. But now that you married, like, what are some things? Let's encourage and let's celebrate marriage.
Man, it's a big difference. I remember when I was single, everything I had to do on my own, like prepare my meals, come home. I'm so busy going to work, gym, and then I gotta do the budgeting. Me and wifey, it's so easy. When I come home from work, let's say we got a delivery, a long day at work. Come home, meals prepared. On Fridays, I ain't gotta worry about cleaning the drawers. She gonna do that. It's with the family. So what else? The meals prepared, clean house. I mean, not to saying that she feels a certain type of way. She doesn't mind doing it. So right. it feels good when I get home. Everything's there. The budgeting, we do it together.
And it's not like this ain't some shit that you can't do yourself.
Right. It's just, just when I come home from a long day of work, it's like, oh snap. It's just, she already, oh yeah, babe, I got it, boom, boom. So it's to be honest with you, it's a lot easier. And then when you have a child with someone and y'all married and y'all on the same page, it's just so much easier to raise a kid. And man, like, I've been married for 4 years now.
Okay,
and 4 years. I don't have no regret, because I remember back before I got married, before I even met her, I was out on these streets.
Absolutely.
And it was fun. I enjoyed it, but then now when I kind of think back and compare the two, it's like, man.
So get into the mindset. Say, so for me, it was a little different. I tell people when I think it was my time, and people still don't. Well, I've said this on my platform more than once, and some of the women don't really understand. But I'm like, you have to be in my shoes to understand. But then some people do understand.
Right.
So I would say, at the time when I got married, I would always say she was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Because my mindset was, I've already done this, I've already done that, I've already been doing this.
Right.
I'm just tired. I'm ready to just see what this, one thing feel like if it's different. And then when we start trying it, it felt good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was like, I ain't got to be looking at my phone. I ain't got to be lying to talk about, I'm going out, but I'm on with my man. Just to duck you and go see this other joint. And then money-wise, I mean, I was saying so much money at my paycheck after I was like, damn.
Yeah.
What was I doing? I mean, and me, not saying my father raised me this way, but my father was like, look, if you like them, man, spend that money, man. Show them that you know what I'm saying? Be a man, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it was a few things, but like I say, for me, it was the right place at the right time as far as mindset.
Right.
Because I was just ready. Like, I was ready to do something different. So for you, like, how did it look for you when you kind of, I mean, I know when you met her, it still took time, but for you, mindset-wise, like, how did it progress mindset-wise that you was like, I'm done with, being in the street? Or like the women call it, streetwalker.
Streetwalker, right. Well, good thing about it, when I was, when I was a young buck, late teens till like mid 30s, I done been there, done that. I done got around, had like a girlfriend or two in between, but then it'll get to a point where like when you reach that threshold, like, you know what, this ain't fun no more. Like every weekend, you know, Friday you get paid, boom, boom, boom. Like you say, Friday, Saturday, I'm single. Different dates.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar.
Now when I look back and I'm married now, you save so much money because now I ain't got to go out to impress anybody.
Right.
I ain't got to go buy no outfits.
I ain't got to buy no clothes. I ain't got to get no haircut if I don't really want to. And I told him that you wasn't gonna pop up, and you popped up. I see you. All right.
So yeah, it's a big difference. So like I say, when I kind of made up my mind, I was like, you know, you gotta kind of like listen to your mind and your body. And my body was like, you know what? I think it's time.
Right.
And it was so perfect.
Now was it time when you was with her, or was it just time in your brain?
Around this time we were friends. So,
okay.
So we were real good. We were real good friends. Hang out every weekend.
Okay.
You know, we'd be chilling, good company, good vibes. And she knew I wasn't ready, but you know she was being patient. Or whatever. You know what? I'ma just
wait. So she knew you wasn't ready. Was that an issue?
It wasn't because
she was
doing
ready.
Anything.
We were just
friends. So we were just hanging out. So it done got to that point. I was like, you know what?
Well, being friends first is a plus.
It is.
It's a major plus.
It is because now you get to
because in tough times you get to see who the fuck
who you
really are.
Yeah. And then so and we just clicked so good. And then once again, once it hit me, I was like, you know what? Out of all the people I can depend on, I can't depend on them other chicks. Because every time you
always
do something, it's always an excuse. And every time I would ask,
you got some gas money for me?
What? Every time I would ask her, sure, no problem, sure, no, don't worry about it. Oh yeah,
Well, you do know that's because she likes you too.
Yeah, and that helped too. So and I had to like look in the mirror and be like, you know what? It's me. I got to tighten up before I lose a good thing. So once everything kind of clicked, I was like, you know what? I'm done. And we hung out one day, and I told her, boom, 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 what it was.
So I guess I'm getting back to my question. Was it necessary? And I'm not trying to do this to be, you know.
Right.
Was it necessarily her, or was it more necessarily you?
It was me because I think it was me because
you know we make the ultimate decision.
Exactly. But my thing was like, once I thought about it, I told myself, you know what? If I wait long enough, she might feel like I'm out, and I can lose a good thing. So I told myself, you know what? Since I'm feeling this way now, and she's still there, this is the perfect time because it was like we was able to make it work. And I told her, you know, hey, boom, boom, boom. She was like, you playing? You lying? I'm like, yeah.
Because she was ready.
Yeah, because she's been ready.
They always ready.
And we met in 2013, been friends, and we started dating in 2016. So I'm 39 now, so however old that was, 2016, I was, I don't know. I don't know, you know. So I was like in my mid-30s. I was in my, it was a drink. I was in my mid-30s. Been married, proposed till 2018, got married 2019.
Okay.
Got we did everything right. Got married, got the house, got the kids. So we were like, you know, we kind of like following the path of our ancestors, like, you know, like that.
I like
family
that.
structure.
So when you say ancestors, give people your background. What's your background?
And it's so good because I was born in Bahamas, but I'm also Haitian.
Okay.
So I got the Haitian. You know, we got a family.
Right.
And her, she's from the Caribbean. She was born in
so it's kind of the same.
Yeah, we got the same family values.
Okay.
Her dad's from Antigua. Her mom from St. Kitts. So it's like an island vibe. So yeah, so we island all over.
Y'all plantain and all that in the house.
All that. Yeah, all that and so so like with as far as the remedy, drinking tea, like everything just fit. And to be honest with you, like I wasn't thinking about any of that. It just so happened like when you sit back and think, you're like, well, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot she from the island. So
you do know the big homie at some point in time, he know your heart. And he know what you want. And so he'll give you something. And if you don't recognize what it is,
you want to know stuff crazy?
And you don't pay attention.
You want to know stuff crazy?
You know?
Before I made it a kid, before I said, you know what, let me tighten up. I had a long prayer. I was like, Lord, put that right. Because I kind of knew she was the one, but your mind not all the way there.
My man said he prayed, y'all. Y'all hear that? My man said he prayed. That's some real shit.
And then something happened, and then I was like, I asked myself, who can I depend on? And the first person I thought of was her. So I was like, that's a sign. This gotta be the sign. So I'm not.
So for a little bit for me, going through my divorce, it was critical. Like it wasn't something that I thought about doing. I didn't get married to get a divorce,
right,
but it happened inevitably.
Right.
And going through that, still, trying to, figure out where I'm at. I remember taking 2 years off and just focusing on me. I started my own little business. I started my own little business and was just at it. Work, grind. Man, and then was calling me, hey, we about to go to the bar. Man, I'm in the house. Because I knew mentally I wasn't ready.
Right.
And I know how I am when I drink.
Right.
It's going to come out. And it's going to come out raw. Either leave me the fuck alone or I'm going to go smack at you. And you might not like either one. And so I remember taking a break. And I remember just trying to figure out, what I was going to do.
Thank you.
I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, right? Yeah, you might as well smash that, man. Stop playing, man.
Right.
I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
I
remember, online, I was doing my thing online. I think I started in 2018. And Angel, had been following me. But we went to the same high school, though. And a lot of people didn't know that in the beginning. But went to the same high school. We was in different classes. I was a little older than her at the time. I graduated before her. But towards COVID, it was like, I got a friend of mine. She kind of digging you, wanted to see if you were single. I was like, yeah, I'm single. She was like, well, I'm gonna send you her info, see what's up with her. So she sent me her info. And I mean, I'm not saying nothing wrong about the young lady, but it just wasn't my cup of tea, right? And I explained that to Angel. I was like, that's really not my cup of tea. So Angel was like, well, I did have a crush on you in high school. Oh, for real? That's what we doing? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what the fuck we doing then?
Right.
So it turned into this thing that I know women always talk about intimacy. And the one thing that I could say that I learned through dealing with Angel was I learned that intimacy did not have to mean it was anything physical.
Yeah.
Because we talked to each other on the phone, FaceTime for 6 months. No physical contact.
Right.
And it was like you said, your best friend. I mean, it turned into, you okay today? How was your day? What did you like? Both of us. It's kind of, and the more we talked, it was like our past situations were so similar that it was like, damn, she went through this, I went through this, she went through that, I went, you know what I'm saying? So it was so similar, and so, Florida was just a plus. She was like, so when you gonna come down? I was like, I don't know. I mean, and we were still trying to deal with COVID, trying to figure out what the fuck it was. My grandmother had just passed in February, so I was still dealing with that. And I mean, just as a family, we was trying to be safe. And I think that once I decided to come, and the first weekend I came, I remember going to the beach and they took me to watch the sunrise. And I was just like,
a whole nother life.
This shit different. And so just getting into that and then now being here, it's like I go to work and then I go on vacation. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so being at home is a little different. So when you mention, the friendship piece and then,
That's very important.
Right. And then me just thinking about the piece of the intimacy part, it was like there was no, well, I ain't gonna say there was no intimacy, but in my mind, the only intimacy that I was used to was physical intimacy, like, sexual intimacy.
Exactly, right.
And I was getting it, and I wasn't near her, but I was still getting it. And I'm getting off the phone, and I'm just in my room like, damn, this is different. Because it felt right, like you say, it felt right.
Yeah.
And so I just want to encourage people, like, the person that's out there that you say is not for you, he or she may be out there. It's just maybe how you going about it.
And it's so funny because wifey always like taller guys. I'm 5'6", 5'7".
Oh, shit.
I'm for sure, but I'm taller than her though. And me, I felt like when I was what naive, I guess that's the word, or my brain wasn't developed yet. I was like, I ain't marry no black chick, blah, 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 blah. I'm Spanish, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, wow.
Look, white, black, Caribbean.
Yeah,
Look
but,
at me.
but so that's the thing. Like I say with the big homie upstairs, you can say what you want,
Exactly.
but he gonna give you what you need.
Exactly.
He gonna give you what you need. Bro.
I got married. I ain't looked back ever since.
Why would you? I mean, if everything going good, you know, son going good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Exactly.
For what?
Exactly.
For what?
Girl, look my way. I be like this. I don't know.
I mean, you know,
Right.
I mean, you still a man.
Yeah, exactly. But you
As
know,
long as you're not rude, you know,
Exactly.
disrespectful, nothing like that.
Right.
And I mean, you can always conduct yourself in a way where you know you're not, you know, breaking that boundary.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it is what it is. I mean, if you're an attractive man, it's automatic that if a woman see you, it's gonna be, oh, how you doing or whatever. But as long as you keep the pleasantries where they are, man, it is what it is. So I'm just here to tell y'all, man, listen, don't give up, man. I mean, your person is out there. It just, you know, you just gotta give yourself some time. And the only thing that I can suggest is when you in one thing, don't rush into the next thing, man. Go get whatever time, professional help, if that's needed. Just go refresh yourself. Go be with yourself for a while, and then try to get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush it. You know what I'm saying? So this was just a quick happy hour celebration to, you know, black people and being in relationships. I know we talk about relationships a lot, and there's a lot of this clashing with the internet about men not needing women, women not needing men. That's bullshit. We need each other, man.
Super bullshit.
We need each other, man. So cheers to, you know, being in a good situation.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And we out, man. Y'all be safe, man. 6 man, my man B.
Y'all be
We out, man. Y'all be safe.